How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 6. The season or series finale of Loki. This episode is weirdly titled Glorious Purpose, again. I think the first episode of the first season was called that, right? But yeah, last episode was really fucking good. We had Loki time-slipping through different branches. We got to see Don, aka Mobius, in his sacred timeline. We got to see Obi in his sacred timeline, who was selling books. Mobius had a kid, or two kids, and he had a life there. He was a single dad, and he actually rode a jet ski. Yes. And Sylvie remembered everything. She went back to her McDonald's branch, and she just, I guess she tempadded out there when the loom exploded. But yeah, the majority of last episode was just Loki assembling an Avengers team. Like, he got Mobius, he got Obi, he got Sylvie, B-15, Casey, who apparently is an Alcatraz escapee called Frank Morris. And then we come to learn that all the branches were kind of falling apart and getting spaghettified. The place Sylvie listened to music in her branch, that got eradicated, basically. It's gone. And then everyone kind of got Thanos snapped at the end of the episode. You know, Mobius, B-15, Casey, Obi. And Obi, before he disappeared, he said basically that it was a fiction problem. Turns out, apparently, Loki can control his time slipping, which he ended up doing at the end of the episode, and he went back to the end of episode 4 before Timely turned into spaghetti. I assume it's not going to be as easy as we think it's going to be, because, okay, he's back, but that doesn't fix the problem, you know? I'm putting a theory in the air. What if he goes back to last season? You have to stop Sylvie from killing He Who Remains, because that's what's caused all of this to happen. And this episode is called Glorious Purpose, so that could be an indication that we're going back to last season. But yeah, I'm super excited to get into this final episode. This season's been very good. It's just, can they stick the landing? I think they can. They did last season. They'll definitely be able to do it this season. Yeah, I mean, that basically sums it all up. So let's stop dilly-dallying around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode.
I am Loki of Asgard.
Oh shit.
Burdened with glorious purpose.
Avengers 1.
He who remains. This is his.
This is like a full recap. And we're going back to season 1.
See you soon. Now, for better or for worse, the timelines are free.
Why do they keep showing it? Wait, what? We're just starting with the Marvel Studios thing? Oh, I see what they're doing. Why is everyone involved with this show so much more creative than the rest of the MCU? Time is reversing. Yep. Did no one see that?
We have to get Timely out there.
How's he gonna get out there, though? He's still gonna get deleted. Like, he's still gonna get destroyed. Nothing's gonna change, right? Loki didn't do anything different. Yeah.
What could we have done differently?
We took too long.
Okay. Now we gotta go back. The fucking music.
Load the multiplier, hit the green button, launch it, and get back, okay? Okay.
No, I mean, it's already too late at this point. You have to go further back.
Earlier.
Yeah.
This minute. I know right now you're hurt and you're angry, but we need your help in finishing the throughput multiplier fast.
Wait, did this work? Wait, he's not even going out the door this time.
Again.
Oh.
Come on.
Jesus. Oh, you saw his teeth this time.
The TVA handbook, you both wrote it. Isn't that amazing?
So this model is not finished, okay?
It's absolutely perfect. Now listen up. We have to get Timely suited up and to the loom.
Why me?
Because you volunteered. Something could go wrong. And you know how the multiplier works. It'll make sense.
This is great.
It looks like Mobius, but it's actually hit the green button, which will launch it where it will dock with the loom.
So is this technically a branch, or is this still a part of the timeline?
This, a prototype.
Yes.
I love how he's just picked up everything.
Obi, how long will it take me to know everything that you know about mechanics, physics, and engineering? Let's assume I don't know much, but I'm a fast learner, and I'm a god.
Decades.
He's got decades. Centuries later.
Watch this.
Look.
Return. I'll take those.
So what happened to Renslayer then? Did that happen differently?
When those doors open, get down the gangway as fast as you can, load the multiplier, hit the green button, launch it, and get back. Whatever you do, do not set the multiplier down or it will roll off the gangway. Be brave.
What the fuck? This isn't gonna work. I feel like it's too easy. I say that as he's spent centuries trying to learn something.
Time is adaptive exponential computing system.
Jesus.
All those up, rings are too small. We're gonna make them bigger. Someone's coming for your job. That's right. I'm a coming. Obi, watch your back.
You just used Mobius's voice.
Trust me. No. I know what I'm doing. No. Here we go.
What if he still gets deleted, but at the end instead of at the beginning? Oh, it worked.
Be brave. You're being so brave.
Something's gonna happen here that's gonna result in the Kangs appearing.
In front.
Holy shit.
He did it?
He got there fast. He's gonna drop it.
Victor, what did I tell you? Do not put the multiplier down. It will roll off the gangway.
Jesus. What if he gets deleted as he puts it in though? I say deleted, disintegrated, whatever. He's got to spin it, right? Yeah. Hit it. Come on.
Hit the green button.
Okay. It's not gonna work. There we go. Now get out of there.
Get back. Yes, come back.
He's still gonna get.
Come on, Victor.
He's going.
Come back.
Bye, Victor. What? He made it. What?
Pumpkins.
What? Pumpkins.
It's working.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, it'd be pointless. All that for it not to work.
It's working right now.
Really?
It's working.
Wait,
What?
Another problem.
reading.
How can the readings be off? How can...
The loom is overloading again.
Nothing changed.
There's just too many branches.
So do we have to do what Docs did?
The branches of time are duplicating infinite rate.
Hmm.
It's a scaling problem.
Yeah.
You can't scale for infinite.
So you have to stop it from ever happening. He has to go back to season 1, right?
The loom will always fail.
This was doomed to happen.
Almost like He Who Remains knew it was going to happen.
I'm sorry.
It was not your fault, Timely. Well, it kind of is. It's also Sylvie's fault. Yep. Season 1. Is this
Stop.
time slip, Loki? Yep. Did no one see that happen?
You must not follow through. I know this sounds strange. I've seen it.
Get out of my way.
No,
I won't.
Sylvie.
You've been seduced by a throne.
The last thing I want is a throne. Sylvie, stop!
If you want me to stop,
You have to kill me. Well, we're here again. Season 1's finale. Oh, is he dead?
Not what you were expecting.
What? Why would she do it there? Oh,
if you want to stop me, you'll have to kill me.
Why do you never try to stop her? Fight back. Do something.
true. Wait, you froze her?
How many times have you been at this?
A lot.
Come on, you're not telling me you haven't learned how to pause time. This isn't the first time we've had this conversation, is it?
How did you know?
I know about the slipping.
Because he planned for it.
And who do you think paved that road?
He who remains.
Thinking you were sticking it to the system, gonna beat the man, and then whoop! Reincarnation, baby.
Hmm.
Why don't you just go through this a couple thousand more times, get your bearings,
Wait, what?
And what makes you think this is the first time we've had this conversation?
Ah.
How is Victor timely? You're having some problems with the temporal loom.
Jesus Christ.
The temporal loom is a failsafe.
Yeah.
The ones that aren't supposed to be there. Everything.
That's what I said.
Except the sacred timeline.
What a waste of time.
But the outcome to this equation remains the same.
No matter what? What if Loki kills him? The fuck?
I'll change the equation. I'll break your loom.
But the loom prevents a brutal war.
I mean, Secret Wars needs to happen. And Kang Dynasty.
And you want to break the loom.
What do you think would happen to your friends?
I'd be in danger.
Can't you see what I'm offering here?
No. I'll find another way.
There is no other way. Can't you take his place?
Make the hard choice.
Kill her.
Killer.
So even this version of Kang is threatening. Huh?
Finish what I started.
Episode 1 from season 1, right?
You're gonna make notes and then you're gonna play out scenes from my whole life. Burdened with glorious purpose.
Episode title. Again.
How are you doing this? Mobius, I need your help. How do you choose who lives and who dies?
Prune around here, and we don't choose the timekeepers.
The timekeepers,
They're the ones
yes,
that have that
dictate the proper
responsibility.
flow of time. Yeah, and they're busy untangling the epilogue from its infinite branches. I know.
A couple of hunters went out on a mission somewhere near the Black Sea. 5,000 deaths that were not in the proper flow of time.
5,000 deaths.
The variant is an 8-year-old boy. One of the hunters who had never had trouble pruning before. He had never hesitated, but that day
He did.
he lost sight of the big picture. Most purpose is more burden than glory. You never want to be the guy who avoids it because you can't live with the burden.
He doesn't want to end up alone.
How do you live with it?
Scar tissue.
Oh.
The hunter who pruned the boy when you couldn't.
Well, things worked out fine for her.
Renslayer.
Renslayer. She knew the hard thing to do.
Oh.
And by hard,
Give him a hug. Oh shit. Is he gonna go back to this point? Oh, he's that powerful now? Jesus.
I finally learned to control the time slipping. It was designed to protect the sacred timeline and nothing else. The only way that anything
As
survives.
if I never kill he who remains in the first place. Not giving you my blessing if that's what you're waiting for. Do you really want to be the god who takes away everyone's free will so you can protect that?
Maybe he can have both.
You're replacing one nightmare with another. It's okay to destroy something.
If.
There's a hope that you can replace that thing.
Replace he who remains. Take his spot. Right? Or replace Timely. Loki does it instead. It's like his final farewell. Like he's saying goodbye to all of them in a way. Would he survive this?
I know what I want.
Well, he's still alive. But once he gets disintegrated, that's it, right? He can't come back. What the fuck? Holy shit. What the fuck? Rip it apart. I fixed it. Well, kind of, not really. Now the threads are everywhere. The timelines. And I was kind of right. Okay, maybe he doesn't have to hold the timelines together. Does he bring them back? The fuck? Wait, that's the end of time. He's gonna become the new He Who Remains, right? Well, that's sick.
He's giving us a chance.
What? No, that end it. Don't. Okay. Whew. Wow. There's his throne. The music though, Jesus. Burdened with glorious purpose. I was right last episode, he's got to hold it all together. You can have both free will and the multiverse. The fuck is that? What? Is that the Yggdrasil tree? What the fuck? Why is it a tree? So is that multiverse then? After. Okay. Wait, now there's a tree there.
How are things going over here?
Oh, she's back. Miss Minutes.
I got those reports on the variants of Hugh remain. I guess one of them caused a little bit of a ruckus on 616 adjacent realm, but they handled it, so...
Is that Quantumania? Why is it 616, dude? That's the comics. I hate how they call it 616. Pisses me off. Loki should be on that.
Get these taken down.
Yeah.
So when we get in there,
Yeah, funny you should mention that.
He's going back home, right?
you're leaving.
Yeah. Where's Venslayer? Now that I think about it. She got pruned, but surely she's ended up at the place from last season.
Were you scared?
Oh, yeah.
He's going back to his life now, even though he doesn't remember it. And this feels like a proper finale compared to the other Marvel shows. Like, it doesn't feel rushed, it feels earned. But it also feels like this is it, you know, this is the final season type of thing. That's a new book, right? A new guidebook? Obi gives it to Timely, right? Or maybe it never happens. Yeah, like, I knew Venslayer would be back, right? Like, she's in that place with, what's his name, Eliav? Wait, what? There he is. They won't show him now. What? What does that mean?
It's weird that Loki's not here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he is. He's holding it all together.
I might just wait here for a little bit. Let time pass.
Why does he look like Howard Stark from the back? That's it, right? Nope. Jesus. Loki. Holy fuck. So that's how you do a fucking show, Marvel. Jesus. Doesn't seem like there's an after credit scene either. God damn it. Not like there needs to be one, but still. God damn it, Marvel. I thought you were supposed to be doomed. Like, holy shit. See, the problem with people saying that Marvel is doomed just comes from the inconsistencies with, like, the MCU itself, right? You've got, you know, great films, and then you've got, like, a bad film, and then you've got a bad TV show. It's just all over the place. You just need good, consistent stories, and then people will have faith in Marvel again. Because Phase 1 through 3, while there were some duds, most of it worked. While these past two phases, Phase 4 and 5, have kind of been all over the place, right? But they nailed this show. What a season, and what an ending. Like, holy fuck. It's crazy to think about, though, when you realise that Loki had more character development in these two seasons than Thor has in 4 phases. What a journey Loki's been on, dude. Like, this Loki. Like, he's gone from Avengers 1 to this. He spent centuries this episode learning how everything works, right? And becoming like an engineer. He basically turned into the Doctor from Doctor Who. Which, by the way, Tom Hiddleston would make a pretty good Doctor, I'll be honest. I am curious what it means going forward, though, right? Like, okay, Loki is in charge of time, the multiverse, for now. Like, he's at the end of time, holding the stories in the multiverse together, right? But we clearly know the variants of Kang are still out there. They literally mentioned it towards the end of the episode. They talked about Quantumania. And we obviously had that Colosseum with a bunch of Kangs in the after credit scene for Quantumania. So it makes you think that, okay, we're not done with Kang yet. You've also got to question, did He Who Remains see this happening? Like, did he know Loki would make this sacrifice? More than likely, yes. Which makes He Who Remains a pretty dangerous variant, except he wasn't full-on conqueror style. I guess he did conquer the timelines, right? When you think about it. Like, he knew about Victor Timely, he knew about the time-slipping stuff. Like, Jesus. Like, there's no way he didn't know that Loki would take over from him. Because he literally gave Loki that option last season. Right? But based off, like, the imagery of the Yggdrasil tree, the Tree of Life, or whatever, right? I assume the green threads are the timelines, and the branches at the top are the multiverse. Right? Maybe. I'm very curious to see how this show would work when you just binge it. You know, like, season 1 into season 2, would it work better? Because, like, the biggest problem was waiting in between each season. Because you don't really have anything tying it into the rest of the MCU, right? So, it could work, just binging it. Honestly, whoever was in charge of this show needs to just be in charge of the Multiverse saga. Put them in charge of Secret Wars. Please. Like, writing it. Because they know what they're doing. Like, the directing, the cinematography, the music, just everything about this show was so well done. And of course the acting, Tom Hiddleston killed it, Jonathan Majors killed it, you know, Owen Wilson, Key, everyone killed it. And the CG. The CG is somehow better than most Marvel movies, which I don't get. The costumes, the wackiness, the sets, the weird, like, time-slipping thing, just everything about this show works really well. And it does kind of feel like Doctor Who at times, which is funny. Curious what was at the end there with Renslayer, though. Like, she was at the, I can't remember what it's called, that place, but with Eliath. Was that the TVA? Or was it just parts of the TVA that went there? Maybe. But what's going to happen with Renslayer? Like, is she dead? Did Eliath get her? Did something else happen? Did she tame him? Like, she's still out there. We don't know if she's dead. We don't know if she's alive. Or is it the beginning of her loop? Because this season's all been about, like, Ouroboros cycles, right? And obviously the episode title's a big one. Like, the first episode of the first season was called Glorious Purpose. This episode is called Glorious Purpose, right? So, kind of crazy. It's pretty much a full circle. He's burdened with glorious purpose. As, you know, they recapped from Avengers 1, which is insane that they went back that far. But I guess for this Loki, that wasn't too long ago. Well, it was centuries ago, I guess, but still. I do find it depressing that Loki didn't want to end up alone last episode, and now he's alone at the end of time, holding everything together. But the question is, what if he dies? Like, he doesn't live forever, right? I mean, I guess Odin lived for quite a while, but still. What if eventually he just dies? Unless time doesn't move the same at the end of time, I guess it doesn't. I don't know. Imagine he dies and then the timelines just go all over the place. Because he's keeping the timelines intact and stuff, right? You never think that after watching Thor 1, Loki would end up here. Now, granted, it's not the same... Well, it is. But it's not the Loki that we've followed throughout all the films, right? The Sacred Timeline Loki. This is... I don't know, the god of time Loki? The god of... the multiverse Loki? I don't know what to call him, but... he's definitely a variant. We clearly established that in season 1, but God of Stories, maybe? I think that's a ring to it. Maybe that could be it. Because he keeps the stories intact. Maybe it could be that, I don't know. I don't know, I kind of like the God of Time. That works. But I guess he's not really... No, God of Time works because he's time-slipping. And he's at the end of time. Like, it works perfectly. Or was he at the beginning of time? No, because Kang wasn't there, so, like, no. Kang would probably be there, right? Like, the throne was there, the parts of the building were still there, right? And we saw in episode 4 that the building was falling apart, and it's just completely fallen apart at this point. So I think Loki's definitely at the end of time. What an image, though, of just having Loki sat there holding everything together. Like, that is literally a comic book cover. The god of mischief turned into the savior of the multiverse. Kind of. Because I guess we're still going to get the multiversal war, right? Which, yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of weird for them just to completely retcon Kang. I saw a lot of people saying that they're going to do that, which is weird. There's no way they'd just retcon Kang when you've got a film that's about to come out that is called Kang Dynasty. But you can definitely recast Kang if that's what they need to do. Yeah, I'm very curious to see where they go with the Kang stuff now. I do hope this Loki eventually gets out of this scenario and reunites with Thor. Because it's such a shame that now he's just stuck there potentially forever. But at the same time, I don't want them to undo this. Because you can't undo probably one of the best moments in the MCU. I just don't know how I feel on this being it. You know what I mean? Like, I want there to be more. Like, I want to see Mobius more, like Sylvie. I feel like we're definitely not done with these characters, though. Like, I assume the TVA is going to play some kind of a role in Kang Dynasty Secret Wars, right? Maybe Mobius will come back for that. Hopefully Loki comes back for that. I feel like a lot of characters are going to come back for Secret Wars, because it's a multiversal thing, right? But Secret Wars in the comics had Doom in it, right? Dr. Doom. So I'm curious. Maybe Kang Dynasty could be Kang, and then Secret Wars is Dr. Doom. I mean, they're going to do the Fantastic Four soon. Which, by the way, that should be getting announced pretty soon, because the actors' strike is finally over. Studios agreed to a deal, and now we're finally going to get the casting announcements of the Fantastic Four. Filming's going to resume on a bunch of things that have been put on hold for a bit. And of course, with the writer's strike being over too, we can see a lot of improvements happening to the MCU, to a lot of other places in the Hollywood industry right now, because it's crazy to me that the Marvel shows didn't have showrunners. Like, that's wild. Like, we've seen a major change with the Daredevil Born Again series, right? Like, they're bringing in a Punisher, like, writer from the Netflix show to basically showrun the Daredevil Born Again series. So it's, like, there's a lot of things going on right now that are hopefully going to improve the MCU, just improve Marvel as a whole. I'm pretty sure they've delayed a bunch of movies too, which is good. Because it's like, just let the films have time to cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the writers cook, let the stories cook, stop rushing shit out. Like, I'd take quality over quantity any day of the week. You know? You don't need all these, like, 15 Marvel shows going on at the same time, like 4 movies a year. Stop. Like, just have 1 or 2 movies a year with 1 or 2 shows. That's all you need. And that would mean this phase goes on for a little bit, right? I know Blade is rated R, which is good. We're finally getting rated R shit. Echo's TVMA. Come on, this is what I've been wanting, Marvel. Deadpool 3 is obviously rated R. We knew that a while ago, though. This is what we need. Just like a refreshment, a restart, like a soft reboot in a way to get us excited again. But there's been some good, you know. It's been Loki, there's been No Way Home, there's been, you know, Wakanda Forever, Guardians of the Galaxy. There's been some good shit, but we need it to be consistently good. Yeah, there's a lot of theories going on in my head. I don't think any of them are going to be right, though. However, I will say a lot of my theories were correct for this show. Last episode, I said Loki was going to hold the timelines together, and he did. Just because, like, he was grabbing, like, the spaghetti and trying to hold onto it like he was trying to hold the threads. Like, maybe that was foreshadowing? I don't know. Like, I was right about him going back to the events of last season to stop Sylvie from killing He Who Remains, and it being a part of He Who Remains' plan. Like, I was pretty correct last season too with, like, the Timekeeper stuff. Maybe it's because, you know, I grew up watching Doctor Who, so I'm pretty good with, like, time travel shit. Theories just go left, right and centre. One of them will land, and I've been pretty spot on with Loki. But in all honesty, Loki's probably been my favourite MCU show. Legitimately. I mean, I've said it before, it was my favourite with Season 1, but Season 2 just destroys anything else. A lot of people hold WandaVision in high regard. I don't know why, considering, like, the first half of WandaVision was good, but then the second half fell off completely, because it just turned into typical Marvel. CGI fight, right? This, it's just dialogue heavy. Yes, there was a bit of CG, but it wasn't CGI massive battle at the end of the season. It was just, there's a little bit of a fight, but that didn't take up, like, the whole episode. It took, like, 5 minutes of the episode. A lot of it was dialogue heavy. I don't get the people that love the action stuff, because it gets boring to look at most of the time, and most of it isn't even finished CGI. Like, it just looks bad. Like, I couldn't give a fuck about this battle if there's no stakes. This had stakes, and it was just dialogue, right? Like, Loki had to sacrifice himself. Like, he's not dead, and there's definitely an opportunity to bring him back at some point, but for now, he's holding everything in place. But yeah, I really fucking enjoyed this show, and I'm super excited to see where Marvel take this multiversal stuff next. I'm probably not going to watch the Marvels, because I know that did just come out today, for a little bit. I'm probably going to wait until that comes on Disney+. It's a type of film that's like, it's like a filler film. The next Marvel film that I'm excited for is Deadpool 3, which I think has been delayed till July, something like that, which is fine. But the next show for Marvel is Echo, and that looked pretty good from the trailer. I was thinking about maybe reacting to What If Season 2, but I saw like the episode names, and they didn't interest me, so don't expect reactions for What If next month, because I think that's when it's coming out. But I'll definitely be reacting to Echo. They're releasing all episodes at once, so I'll probably get like 1 or 2 episodes out on the first day. We'll see. Yeah, I guess that's it for Loki. For now, I don't know if Season 3 has been announced, but if that is it, 100%, what a show. I fucking nailed it. And I'm glad I reacted to every single episode of it. It was only 12 episodes, but some of the best 12 episodes I've seen from a Marvel show. Let's be honest. There's weaker episodes, but when we get a good episode, it's fucking good. That basically sums it all up. So I hope you enjoyed my reactions to Loki Seasons 1 and 2, and I will see you in the next video. Ta-ta! And farewell.